This is Damaged, a Casey Bolt FBI suspense thriller, Book 4, written by Molly Black, read by Theresa. Chapter 1. Casey stared at the computer screen, sipping her coffee, and willing the computer to solve a decades-old murder. Jake Henderson. Who the hell was Jake Henderson? She checked the text message from her younger sister, Lily. I'm sure. The last message Lily had sent. Casey had asked again and again if Jake had another name. But no. Jake Henderson, somewhere in his early 30s, and had lived locally near where their mother had died. Jake had been the one to take Lily on a date the night their mother had died. Jake had been the one who'd convinced Lily to turn off the security systems. Casey had spent hours trying to find something that fit the demographic, locality, and age. She was starting to wonder if it was time to give up hope. She clicked enter and stared. A match. Her heart skipped a beat. About 50 miles too far from what would have been a reasonable parameter, but she was growing tired of looking. For nearly 3 weeks now, she'd been looking. So she clicked the profile. Her heart leapt when she saw that he had a Facebook page. She clicked on it eagerly, taking in every detail of his profile picture. His sandy blonde hair, his boyish grin, the way he held himself with confidence. Casey scrolled through his posts, searching for any clue as to what he'd been up to 15 years ago. But there was nothing there. No mention of Lily or their mother's disappearance. No indication that he'd ever been involved with anything suspicious or illegal. Then she spotted it. Jake Henderson in this profile was a paraplegic. He was in a wheelchair in every photograph. Plus, he was a good 10 years too young. Casey sighed and closed out the page, feeling more confused than before. She leaned back in her chair and took another sip from her coffee cup as she stared blankly at her computer screen. Bubs was another search term, Jake's apparent nickname. Was Bubs really who Lily said he was? Or had all this time spent searching been wasted? Casey hesitated. Her sister had often dated older men. At the time, she'd been a teenager. But what if Jake had lied about his age? Lily wouldn't have minded dating someone 10, even 20 years older. But younger. Lily's age or younger? What if Jake had lied in the opposite direction of most creeps? What if he'd said he was older than he really was to try and get with Lily? Casey considered this. Then, she changed the birth year parameters by a decade. She clicked search once more. At first, in most of the search logs, she spotted nothing, and she could feel the frustration returning. But then something caught her eye. A glimmer of hope in the form of an old obituary from about 6 months.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?